Hello, how are you today? Happy Monday. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Try to see if I can get a few of you invited to come say hi. So if you're on here and you can hear me okay, give me a like or something so that I can know that you're on here. And today, Monday. Wow. Okay, so I don't know about you and how you look at Mondays. Maybe you dread Mondays because it's the start of a new week. Maybe you like Mondays because Monday is the start of a new week and you can start fresh. So Mondays are always a great way to start over. And I am starting a new blog series. So today that's what I'm going to talk to you about. I know a lot of my friends, and being a trainer and a nurse and trying to help people with nutrition. I'm sorry, my nose itches. Does that mean somebody wants to kiss me or something? A lot of times I'll see women or couples start a workout program together and the man loses it super quickly, and there is the woman and she's like, really? You know, what is going on with this? We are eating about the same types of foods. I'm working harder than he is. He just has to make a few little changes. So a lot of times my female clients will get more frustrated. So you may see this in your own daily life. Have you had this kind of experience to where you feel like it's so much easier for men to lose weight than it is for women? Yeah. I know. It's definitely true. So, hey Chelsea, hey Pete, how y'all doing? Thanks for jumping on and saying hi. I appreciate y'all jumping on today. So that's going to be the topic of this blog series, hot women and weight loss, the differences between women and men, how it's easier for men to lose weight than it is for women, and then the factors that women need to consider. You know, women have a lot of hormones that men do not have, especially when it comes to our cycles, and estrogen and progesterone, and all of those things have to have a delicate balance. Men, they just pretty much worry about testosterone, right? So that really helps them and helps with gaining muscle and all that kinds of stuff. But for women, it's a little bit more difficult. So once you've gone through it and checked, made sure your thyroid and all of those kinds of things are functioning well, you also need to consider where you are in your cycle. Because I'm going to talk a little technical real quick. So women, we have our cycles. It's like 21 to 28 days, depending on the person. And the day one is the first day of your period. So on the latter part of that cycle, that is when you have less estrogen and it is more difficult to see changes. It's more difficult to see results. I know for me, I started my new workout program in the latter part of my cycle, and it was ridiculous because I had just taken some pictures a couple weeks before and things looked really good. And then when I took my before pictures before my new program that I just started, I was like, yeah, this is ridiculous. So I don't think we always give ourselves enough grace to realize that, you know, we fluctuate and we do this every month. So there's a period of time where you can really go hard, you're stronger for your workouts. That's the beginning of your cycle. So between days 1 and 14 usually, that's when you are strongest. You're likely to see the most results. That's when you want to weigh, that's when you want to measure. But then on that second half, that's when you probably have more hormonal changes, things like bloating, that uncomfortable feeling. You might have some different changes in inches, and your weight might fluctuate also with that. So I'm going to talk about all of this stuff in depth in this next series. So hopefully, you know, if you are on your weight loss journey and you are a lady and it is frustrating, I want you to realize that there is hope and it may take longer for us females to get our stuff together. One really, really important thing that I hear from a lot of women out there is they don't want to bulk up. And that is a big, big misconception, because women, especially as we age, we need weight-bearing exercises. Number one, to help reduce the risk and prevent osteoporosis and bone diseases. But it is the most effective way to exercise. So you see a lot of, we call them cardio queens, and this works out really great when you're young. And I myself love cardio and HIIT, but you have to get the strength training in there. You have to get those weights. You have to hit them hard, because what happens is as your body grows those muscles, it also pushes, gets rid of that fat and burns that out of the way. So there's a big saying that everybody always says, that muscle weighs more than fat. Okay, now think about that. So a pound of muscle and a pound of fat, right? A pound is a pound, right, people? So that is another big misleading thing that people say, when actually it's that the fat takes up more space than a muscle. So 10 pounds of muscle is solid, it's tight, it's real compact. It might be like a little thing like this, but then 10 pounds of fat might be really big. So when you are doing your journey, it's so important to take pictures and take measurements so that you can see your progress, because it might not always change on the scale. And this is something that I have really had to learn. I'm a pretty petite person. I've always been kind of on that smaller end of the scale, but I have a lot of muscle, so I always have a higher weight. And when you look at me, you might say that, oh, I wear a size 2 or a 4, but I weigh a lot, and I'm pretty solid. So the inches make so much of a difference rather than that scale, and it's so hard to get that through our heads that the scale is not really important. What's important is how you fit in your clothes, how you feel in your clothes, and those inches. Because as that muscle is forming and that fat is going away, you're going to lose a lot of inches. You're going to go down in sizes. Your body is going to reshape itself. So I don't want you to be overly concerned about weightlifting and being bulky. That's a big, big misconception. We need weights, especially as women. We need weights. Another very, very important thing for women is that sleep. And I know us moms out there, sometimes this is hard to come by, but getting the adequate amount of sleep that we need, it helps keep our hormones levels regulated. It helps keep our thyroids and our stress levels, like stress hormone levels, cortisol, and all of those kind of levels balanced. When you get good amounts of rest, that's when your body repairs itself. So, sometimes that's a big factor. You're struggling, maybe you're working really hard, you're doing your workouts, you're going hard, you're eating right, but then maybe you hit a plateau. And a lot of times it's because you're not sleeping well. We're living in this society where we got to get it all done, do so much, So, when you're trying to work so hard, but you're not resting, you're not giving your body that time to take all the good nutrition that you're putting into it and build those muscles, you are missing out on that by creating stress hormones. And then you have the cyclic pattern of the cortisol levels, which will help you retain belly fat, and also make your brain think, oh snap, we need to store this as fat rather than use it and burn it as energy. So make sure you're getting plenty of rest, plenty of good nutrition, and I'm going to be talking about this a little bit more in depth on the blog later this evening. So thank y'all for jumping on here with me on Monday. I know it's been kind of a wacky day. I think Mercury is in retrograde, so the whole world's kind of upside down. There's all kinds of crazy things going on, but if you are a woman and you are struggling with your fitness, you are not alone. Part of it is just our genetics. It is frustrating, but it's not impossible. And you have to remember that inches are so much more valuable than pounds. So I'm in a size 2'4", and I weigh just about 140, and I've been at 140 for about 2 years, and that frustrates me, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. So I have a lot of muscle, and I don't care what I weigh. So as long as my clothes fit and it looks halfway decent, I'm good with that. Hey Bev, hey guys, thanks for jumping on. Let's see, I don't have my glasses. I did find my glasses. They have not gone missing today. So I will post the link to the blog later this evening in the comments of this video and just straight up on my wall. So thanks for jumping on, and I hope that if you find some value in this information that you share. I think I saw Whitney share. Thank you so much, Whitney. And yeah, so I mean, there's Bev. Bev is tiny. Yeah, exactly. Inches. So much more important. So throw the scale away. I have a saying, scale is a lying whore. I'm telling you, the scale is a lying whore. Just remember that. When you get on the scale and it says dumb stuff, the scale is a lying whore. Just remember that. So I'll be talking about hormones and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, girl. See, look at Chrissy. Let's see what she said. Boop. Trying to get that in my head. I went down 3 pounds on the scale, but a whole size in clothes. Yes, exactly. I mean, I think it's something that society places on us. I don't know if it's because of the supermodel industry or whatever, films and all that kind of thing, and Barbies, and we think we have to be perfect. We don't have to be perfect. It's so much more important to be able to track those inches. That's why I encourage everybody, when you start a workout program, to take pictures. It sucks to look at them right now, but when you are successful and you go back and you look at those pictures and you see yourself, you see the changes, little subtle changes that are not reflected on the scale. You're going to see the lines in your abdomen, or maybe your obliques, or maybe your butt's a little bit lifted, or it's not as saggy, or whatever. Or maybe you lost some inches in your boobs. You know, sometimes that's the first place to go, right, ladies? All right, so I'm going to talk about hormones and stuff on the blog. Tune into that, and hopefully you can find some things that'll help you accept the fact that sometimes it is harder for women to lose weight than it is for men, but it's not impossible. So I'm here to deliver hope. So I hope you got something out of this today, and if you did, please share. And you can, let's see, people are commenting. Yes, they do suck up fast, right? You can follow the blog at coachadrienne.com and check out more information. And thank you again for jumping on with me today. Have a good one. Bye.